From the Home Slice News Center, this is the Daily Slice for Friday, July 29th, 2022. I'm D. Ray Knight. This is what's going on. Tribes in South Dakota are working with a rural Massachusetts museum to return hundreds of items believed to have been taken from ancestors massacred at Wounded Knee Creek in 1890. It's a recent example of efforts to repatriate human remains and other items to tribes nationwide. A federal database shows some 870,000 items that should be returned to tribes by law are still in the possession of colleges, museums, and other institutions across the country. The holdings include nearly 110,000 human remains. A new missing persons database is operating in South Dakota. Amy Rose has more.
The South Dakota Attorney General's office announced Thursday that an updated South Dakota Missing Persons Clearinghouse website is operational. Attorney General Mark Vargo said improvements to the website will allow for better sharing of vital information regarding missing persons statewide. The new page also allows for greater searchability to the user, including improved and added filters that allow searches by gender and race. Vargo says the Attorney General's office is in the process of hiring a new murdered and missing Indigenous person specialist, and the website will be an important resource for that specialist.
A structure fire in Sturgis this week has highlighted the need for volunteer work. The early morning fire Monday on Edmond Street in a fourplex left 9 residents displaced. The Black Hills chapter of the American Red Cross and local volunteers are helping those residents find shelter and replace lost belongings. The fire sent one person to the hospital with burns to his hands and smoke inhalation. No other injuries were reported. The cause of the fire is still under investigation. In national and international news, here's the latest on the war in Ukraine. Russia and Ukraine have accused each other of shelling a prison in a separatist region of eastern Ukraine. Separatist authorities in the Donetsk region say an attack Friday killed at least 53 Ukrainian prisoners of war who were captured after the fall of Mariupol in May. The Russian Defense Ministry said Ukraine's military used U.S.-supplied multiple rocket launchers to strike the prison in Olenivka, a settlement controlled by the Moscow-backed Donetsk People's Republic. Ukraine accused the Russians of shelling the prison to cover up the alleged torture and execution of Ukrainians there. Neither claim could be independently verified. The surprise Senate deal could make it easier to buy electric vehicles. Amy Rose explains.
A surprise deal by Senate Democrats on a pared-down bill to support families, boost infrastructure, and fight climate change is likely to jumpstart sales of electric vehicles. The measure, agreed to by Majority Leader Chuck Schumer and a holdout Senator Joe Manchin, would give EV buyers a $7,500 tax credit starting next year through the end of 2032. There's also a new $4,000 credit for those buying used EVs. The vehicles have to be assembled in North America, and there are limits on annual income for buyers. There's also caps on the sticker prices of new EVs and a $25,000 cap on the price that can be paid for used electric vehicles.
President Xi Jinping warned against meddling in China's dealings with Taiwan during a phone call with his U.S. counterpart, Joe Biden. The call gave no indication of progress on trade, technology, or other irritants. Those include Beijing's opposition to U.S. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's possible visit to the island the mainland claims as its own. The ruling Communist Party says Taiwan has no right to conduct foreign relations. There was no indication Xi mentioned Pelosi's possible visit to Taiwan, but Xi rejected interference by external forces that might encourage Taiwan to try to make its decades-old de facto independence permanent. The $1.1 billion Mega Millions drawing is tonight. The giant jackpot is the nation's third largest prize and is the result of 29 consecutive drawings without anyone matching all of the game's 6 numbers. The lump sum payout is estimated at $650 million. Your weather forecast from the Home Slice Weather Center. Sunny with a few clouds this afternoon and a high of 87. Low tonight, 65. This weekend, highs will be in the mid-90s. And that was your Daily Slice for Friday, July 29th, 2022. The Daily Slice is a production of Home Slice Media Group, hosted by D. Ray Knight with Amy Rose. Executive producer Mark Houston. Engineered by Chris Jacquez. I'm D. Ray Knight. Have a great day.